to end the second round of what has been a wild playoff stretch. This crowd was fired up. They were challenged by Jaylen Brown.
Way to respond. The energy in the building was through the roof. It was amazing. This is probably the loudest the Garden's been. We fed up that energy.
Everybody counted us out. That's the motivation we needed.
Miami's the sleeper team in the East.
And it's like they're Michael Myers.
Drop us off in parachutes again. Must be ready to compete.
Miami continues to be one of the great stories of the postseason, upsetting the best team in the NBA this year.
Miami defeats Milwaukee and advances to the second round.
You cannot take the Miami Heat light as they play hard, they play together.
A lot of fight. They're going to be very determined. Effort is never a question. They're so well coached. They're so well schooled. It's known throughout the league. This is nothing new.
Erik Spoelstra in the last decade is arguably the most successful coach in terms of getting his team ready to play every single night.
So we want to look at the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. Before I get into it, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate that. So these two teams have met up 4 times in the regular season. They are split 2-2. And when that came to my knowledge, I was quite surprised, as I seen the Celtics as clearly the better team. They had a way better season this year, and they have the better players. There are other things that factor in as well. I mean, the coaching too could be a thing. You got one of the best coaches in the league on one side, and then you got a guy who this is his first time behind the steering wheel. So, you know, you can definitely see a big difference in that. The fact that Spoelstra is, you know, he's been doing this, you know, and this is Mazzulla's first year. Aside from that, some glaring statistics that I can see that make the Heat a threat: points in the paint and turnovers. In every game they played, the Celtics had more turnovers than the Heat. And I feel like that's the fact that the Celtics don't really have a harmonious offense. They have 2 of the most explosive players in the league, but at the same time, this your turn, my turn thing doesn't always work. They have to have a more harmonious offense when, you know, everybody's getting involved. The ball needs to flow a lot more smooth in the offense. And yeah, that could be an issue in the playoffs. Things like that, like turnovers, become more glaring, because when a team knows your weakness, when they just know you don't really have a smooth offense, they can figure out ways to pick at that. So somehow Mazzulla's got to figure out a way to be more creative with the offense. Instead of this your turn, my turn thing. I mean, it works sometimes, but other times it just doesn't work. So another thing though, on the Heat side, Tyler Hero had big games in pretty much, I think, 3 out of the 4 games they played. The first game he had 25, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Second game he had 22.6 rebounds, 9 assists. Third game he had 26, 5 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 3 steals. The last game wasn't the greatest. He had 9.6 assists and 2 steals. The point is, they're going to be sorely missing production from Tyler Hero. So other guys are going to have to step it up. Going to have to see guys like Max Strus, Duncan Robinson, guys like that step it up in the points area. Aside from that, another thing, they're in none of the games they played, they didn't have Horford and Robert Williams in any of the games they played. 3 of the games they had Horford without Robert Williams, and 1 of the games they had Robert Williams without Horford. So it'll be interesting to see how they can do with both of those guys. two guys that can slow down Bam, who also gave them an issue in the 4 games they played. Well, at least 3 out of the 4 games. One of the games, Bam had 23, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. The other game, he had 28 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, 1 steal. And the last game, he had 30 points, 15 rebounds, 1 block, and 2 steals. So it'd be interesting to see. Like I said, this will be the first game that Horford and Robert Williams are playing. So if they're able to slow Bam down, and the fact that they're already missing production from Tyler Hero should favor the Celtics. But like I said, they got a coach named Eric Spoelstra, who he does amazing things, and I'm not so quick to count him out, but I am definitely going with the Celtics in 5 games. I really want them to sweep them, but I'll be more realistic and I'll give them 5 games to beat the Miami Heat. I'm not looking for any excuses, especially since they beat the team that I thought would be in the finals, the Philadelphia 76ers, which I'll talk about in another video. I don't want to hear any excuses when it comes to this series against the Miami Heat. I mean, we're talking about a team that barely made the playoffs. They're missing one of their key players. And yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to leave it at that. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.